There we go. It's starting. 1, 2, 3. They're all lit. But when I look on the YouTube, it's a black screen.
Uh-oh.
But it shows not a black screen here. So why? Why is it a black screen? And are we going to do an audio show only? Oh, wait. It showed up this time. Okay, it showed up here. But they're still flashing like we're going to choke on this. So I don't know if it's going to affect all the streams. I'll turn those streams off if it affects the YouTube. So you guys need to tell me on YouTube if it's affecting the stream and if you're getting the stream okay. Let's look on Twitter now and see if it shows me anything that I need to see. Let's see. Yeah, see, YouTube, it's not doing it. It's not showing the YouTube stream, or not the. It's not showing the.
What has she got?
Cheyenne. Hey. Cheyenne. She didn't have anything.
Okay. I don't know why this is asking me this. That's a weird thing to ask me. It's asking me I hear her. What's she doing?
It just come up on my phone.
Oh. Yeah, well, it's not. What is going on here? Why do we care about all this stuff? Stop. All right, I allowed. Okay. Come on. I don't care about any of this stuff.
What's that for?
I don't care about any of this.
There's nothing here for you.
This is really. It's acting like I'm the first time I've ever been on Twitter. It's asking me questions. Now on. Okay, good. We're on Twitch now. We're on
Yes, you're on YouTube because I have it on my phone.
And the only thing I can't get is Twitch by Twitter. Okay. Now let's see. It should have come up on Twitter. Some reason it's not coming up on Twitter.
Well, maybe it's just delayed.
All right. I don't know. Okay, it's saying it's not. Okay, I might as well turn the Twitter off because it's not recording Twitter. So.
Stay down, Cheyenne.
This is a pain in the butt.
Come on.
I liked it back in the old days when I used to just play and hit play and it would record and it would do all it's supposed to do, but we're not having that way now. Okay, I'm going to stop one. See if that gives us enough bandwidth to do the others. Okay. Because Twitch apparently is going and you said YouTube is working.
Yes.
I don't know if it's working right or not. But
well, it looks like it is.
Yeah, but you can't hear it. You have to listen to see if it's giving us buffering. But we seem to be working on.
It's working.
Okay, good. All right. Well, then we're going to start and do a show.
Well, then I'm going to turn the volume down on this.
Let's see if this actually works for a change. And I guess I'll turn my volume up here so I know what I'm hearing. I can hear what I'm talking about. Not that I need to hear what I'm talking about, because I'm talking about things that I should know what I'm talking about.
Got some things on the chat.
Everybody's just saying hi.
Yeah, I know.
Who's Big Mike?
You.
Why am I Big Mike?
Because you're taller than he is.
Well, it sounds like that's a...
No.
That sounds like a racist thing
No,
to say.
you're taller.
You're being racist.
It's not me.
Jesse Joe's being...
No.
She's being racist.
No, she is. That's because you're taller than
people.
he is.
Against big people.
No.
I see how she is.
No, it's just you're taller, that's all.
I'm also better looking, smarter, and I don't know what else. I'll think of some other things. Besides, I can be seen.
That's true.
He's disappeared.
Yes,
again.
I should make him my
I'm in the
my engineer because we never saw the engineer before.
I'm in the shadows of death.
Only the shadow knows.
The reason he's not on is that I had him on and he broke the camera. So
just like you did the mirror at the house.
Yeah, well, we have one problem that was solved. It's just it doesn't seem to be solved.
Where's Short Mike? Mike, I'm here, Jesse Joe.
He's so short, we can't get him on camera.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's a matter of the camera. We tried a couple cameras, and the cameras don't work. So
the problem is he's so short, we can't get him on camera.
And we can't say it's because he's wearing green because he's not.
I am here, though.
He's wearing green. That's
that would have been the other thing, but he's not.
Yeah, but I am here.
All right. Well, let's get this thing started, I guess, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is the passing of Louis Anderson.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I saw him live in Harrisburg.
Yeah.
He did a show at the Harrisburg. I don't remember the name of the place. It's not around anymore.
Oh, I was going to say, was it December
No.
Mosque? Because that's where they usually hold stuff.
No, it was a comedy club that they had that was competing against the one in New Cumberland.
Oh.
And they actually had big names on theirs. And when he was there, I had to get him. I actually took my recorder in and I recorded it secretly. I have.
And you're not admitting that, right?
I didn't say when I recorded.
Okay.
No, it was really cool because he's a very talented man, and I really was kind of. I didn't see this one coming because I never would have thought of him.
No,
Me neither.
exactly. I would have never
was
thought
young.
of it too when I saw it, and it was like, wow, that would.
But see,
that would never been on my answer.
He
for
was
a
only
Deadpool.
68, so
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
really died in my eyes young. But he was a big guy too. Big guys tend to not hang around as long,
Yeah.
as I know.
well, you're still here.
Well, I'm still here, but I'm not that old yet.
That's true.
So, but anyway, it was a shock for me. And in fact, his last role, he played a woman.
Oh, my goodness.
He played a woman on what was the name of that show? Anybody know? Anyone know?
No.
TV Baskets. He played a woman on Baskets.
Oh, so he kind of did a Robin Williams thing where Robin Williams played Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, a lot
Okay.
like that. Yes. So I didn't get to ever see that show, but I kind of.
But never saw that mistake.
But he was a very talented man, and I liked his comedy. His comedy definitely was interesting because
Okay, why did that do that?
What?
Facebook saying it's having trouble playing video.
Well, I don't know.
I'm okay with.
Actually, we're stuck on a. Well, I don't see where it's
I
not
was gonna
streaming.
say Facebook. I'm fine with.
Are you?
I'm on Facebook.
And we're playing.
Yeah,
Let me try it
Let
again.
me try it again too.
because I got the picture you got up on your screen.
Okay, all right. But anyway, he was pretty talented. I liked when I got to see him perform. And,
I like him in the Coming Back to, or was it Coming to America or something? Or
he was in Coming to America
yeah,
too.
I mean, he was in the McDonald's thing and the McDowell's, and I like it when he goes, his scene of I'm going to be on prize. Next is a manager. And the big bucks happen.
Oh, I forgot to turn on. I knew I forgot something. All right, hold on.
But yeah.
Okay, why are we not going? Why? Trash Talking Radio Tuesday night. It's the best night of the week, and we're on the air talking about Louis Anderson, the passing of Louis Anderson. It says here in 97, Anderson was blackmailed by a man named Richard John Gordon. Gordon demanded money from Anderson, threatening to reveal to the tabloids that Anderson reportedly sexually propositioned him in a casino in 1993. Between 1997 and 98, Anderson paid $100,000 in hush money, fearing the story would threaten his starring roles in two family-oriented series. But Gordon's demand decreased to $250,000 in 2000, and Anderson's lawyers informed federal authorities. Gordon, who was 31 at the time, was arrested after leading FBI agents on a high-speed chase. I remember this in Santa Monica Boulevard. I remember that.
Was that part of the OJ thing?
No. It had nothing to do. OJ killed someone.
It said high-speed chase. That's why I wondered.
Yeah, well, difference is OJ killed someone.
Okay.
And this guy just blackmailed someone.
Okay.
Anyway, Gordon was fined and sentenced to 21 months in prison for blackmail. Now, the only thing that is in common is they both included blackmail.
They're both male.
Blackmail.
I bet he didn't use a Bronco.
No, he probably didn't. So, yeah, it says in 2003, Anderson underwent 2 successful heart procedures. Okay, so he did have a track record of health issues. I saw him in 2012, I think, and yeah, I enjoyed his comedy a lot. It says here it was announced that Anderson had been hospitalized in Las Vegas for large B-cell lymphoma. He died of complications from cancer 3 days later on July 21st. So, what was the TV show that you said that you saw him in?
Coming to America.
That was in a movie, yeah. He was in Coming to America. Wait a minute, hold on. Coming to America, the second one.
We're on.
That was the one that just came out last year. Is that the one you saw him in?
Well, no, the original one. I don't know if he was in the second one.
He was in the second one.
I did not see the second one yet.
Oh, shoot. My battery's running low? What the fuck?
I know I did see the first one.
It says my battery's running low on a computer that's plugged in. I better check something here. Make sure my battery isn't make sure I'm not plugged into just that battery, because we're going to totally lose that one if it's true. Which one? Oh, which one was it? Oh, was this the one that said it? Oh, yeah. That could be a problem, because this one is batteried. Okay, let me let me find this before we run out of battery power. That would definitely be an issue. Okay, where is it? Here it is. Okay, where's the other half? Okay, it's going to here. Okay, oh, and that one is off. Okay, now it should be okay. These problems. Now all of a sudden my screen's bright again. I should have detected that. Okay, all right. So yeah, it doesn't say. Okay, the movies he was in: Cloak and Dagger in '84, Quicksilver in '86, Ferris Bueller's Day Off in '86, Rat Boy in '86.
I don't remember in Ferris Bueller. Wow.
I don't remember him in that. But
I don't remember him in that either.
I did see it, but
Rat Boy. I thought that was a wrestler.
I did see Ferris Bueller's Day Off several times.
Yeah. Well, I guess he didn't have that big of a role.
Well, yeah.
The Wrong Guys in '88. Coming to America. Oh, there it is. Coming to America in '88. That's he was Maurice, and Bebe's Kids in '92. Mr. Wrong in '96. Do It for Uncle Manny in 2002. 2005. Back by Midnight. 2007 Cook Off. 2017 Sandy Wexler. I don't even remember that one.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Well.
And he was also in a lot of TV shows too. He was in the Jim Henson Hour. He played himself. He was in Trying Times, Remington Steele, New Hollywood Squares. I'm not surprised about that.
Yeah, I remember him on that one.
9th Annual Comedian Special, hosted by Rodney Dangerfield, featuring Louis Anderson, Sam Kinison, Bob Saget, Rita Rudner, and Yakov Smirnoff. The first 3 of them are dead.
I was going to say, yeah.
I don't know about the other 2, but the first 3 of them were dead.
Well, we know Bob
Saget is.
No, yeah, I'm talking about Rodney Dangerfield. He's dead, isn't he? Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yes, he died.
Yeah.
He's dead. Louis Anderson's dead. Sam Kinison's dead. Bob Saget's dead. I don't know about Rita Rudner, and I don't know about Yakov Smirnoff.
Rita, Rudner.
Rudner.
Okay, come on. Why is this so slow?
All right, now we got to see if she's dead or not.
No, she's still alive.
She's still alive. Okay, and then the other one is Yakov Smirnoff.
That sounds like a personal thing.
Yakov Smirnoff.
Nope, he's still alive too.
Wow, he's 71. I didn't. Yeah, he was a really funny comedian when he first came out.
Yep.
I loved the stuff. What a country.
Yep, he's still
really
going.
Good. Anyway, Grace Under Fire, Life with Louie, Love and War, The Louie Show, Chicago Hope, Rodney Dangerfield's 75th anniversary 75th birthday party. Touched by an Angel, Hollywood Squares, Family Feud, To Tell the Truth, Ally McBeal, Nash Bridges, Scrubs, VIP, Half and Half, Joey. That's just up to 2005. The Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy, Tom Goes to the Mayor, Pickle and Peanut, Baskets. That's the one that I was talking about. That had, I can't think of her name. I can't think of it. Anyway, that's where he played the woman. Drunk History. Baskets. Yeah, that's the one he played the woman. Michael Bolton, Big Sexy Valentine Day Secret. Funny You Should Ask. That's actually a TV show. 20s, Tig and Seek. And then he was in the video game of Family Feud.
Oh.
So, yeah, he had a lot of success for his persona. So, I don't think there's anybody that didn't like him. He was not an unlikable guy. But I like the guy. I definitely like the guy. Maybe I'll dig out that audio file and play part of it so you could hear him in concert, you know, in what it's like to listen to his stand-up. His stand-up was awesome. So, and then
I know there's been
I lost my father again.
I know. I saw that. I couldn't believe it.
Michael Lee Aday. He was born Marvin Lee Aday. He didn't like Marvin. Best known to the world as Meatloaf. I'm really bummed about this guy because I never got to actually bring together the family. Because as many of you know, he is my real father.
Yep.
And he gave me away at a young age. And now both my mom and dad are gone.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's gone twice.
Yep. In such a short period of time.
Yeah. I think when Mom died, he just couldn't hang.
Yeah, it was of a broken heart.
But he is best known as Meatloaf. He was, I'll tell you what, he's got a lot of kudos that you probably don't even know. I saw him, I mean, I, like everyone else, appreciated a lot of his music.
Oh, yeah.
And I have all my life, this is serious now. All my life, every time I would sing, people would say, "You sound like just like Meatloaf. You just sound like Meatloaf. You sound like Meatloaf." No, I don't. I sound like me.
Exactly.
I don't sound like Meatloaf. Meatloaf on stage is horrible. He was a great singer in the studio, but don't put him in the stage. I've seen him in. I got free tickets every time. I'm not gonna say where they came from, but being family,
yep,
has some perks. And his performance on stage was awesome. His singing on stage was horrible. He is not able to sing on stage. That is what we have that is not in common. My stage presence is horrible. My singing is good. I don't know. Sometimes my stage presence is better than others.
I just remember watching him on Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah, he left an impression on that. He left a major impression in that. But, you know, the thing is, the guy was in over 100 movies and TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
He was really young. He was only like 74.
Yeah, 74.
Now, let me tell you what I have heard, and I think it's true. I believe it's true. And people aren't going to want to hear this, because they're going to all think that I should just shut up about it. But he died from COVID. And he was one of those anti-vaxxers who said, you don't need the serum, you don't need the vaccine, I'm not going to be a vaccine guy, you know.
But the elderly should be the one.
It doesn't matter how old you are. You know, we've seen with this last thing of, I mean, the first strain went around, we saw a couple people die that we knew. I knew who Kamala was. I met him a couple times. You know, I knew who he was. Okay,
Right.
that was the closest it got on the first one. The second round, it got a little closer to home, but it was. But this third round, this is the killer. This is the people that died in this. Oh man, it just keeps coming. I don't know where to turn. I mean,
I'm afraid to even turn around.
well, your mother,
Yeah.
my friend Ken,
Yeah. My friend Glenn.
my dad,
Yeah.
Meatloaf.
Yeah.
You know, it's constantly turning around, and I just don't even know what to think about it. It says here, a day appeared in 50 films and television shows. I think I heard it was 100, but as himself or his characters of his stage persona. His film roles include Eddie from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and that was, by the way, that was when we used to. Well, that movie came out when I was in college,
Okay.
and I got a bootleg copy of that. Of course, I did a bootleg copy of that early on, and it was just in the theaters, and somehow I got a bootleg copy. And I watched that so many times. And my friends went to the theaters and performed the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We had a Rocky Horror Picture Show party.
Oh, wow.
And guess what I went as?
Meatloaf!
It was really fun. And,
So you took the like father, like son to heart, literally.
well, I kind of did it to get back at him.
Oh.
Because I was not as meatloaf as Meatloaf. Anyway, and it says here, and Bob Paulson in Fight Club, he was in that. His stage work included Broadway theater, if you didn't know that, of Rocky Horror. He did Broadway of the Rocky Horror Show. He also appeared in the musical Hair, and both on and off Broadway. He died in just, last week from complications of COVID-19. It makes me sad. I mean, I don't want to argue about COVID. I don't want to argue about vaccine or not vaccine. But I will tell you this. There are a lot of people dying that have not got the vaccine. And as they're laying on their bed dying, they're saying, I wish I would have got the vaccine. And Meatloaf is one of those people. And, you know, it's just horrible that these people were dying of this, and I don't understand the big. I don't understand you anti-vax people. I don't understand. I try to understand. I was one of you at the beginning. I was one of you where I said, well, I'm going to wait and see. I want to see that this isn't going to kill us. And you know what? The vaccine is not killing us. It's not the people with vaccine that kill. Yes, I'm not going to argue that some people died that had the vaccine. I'm not going to argue that. But I am going to argue that more people with the vaccine have lived, including myself, because I got it from my friend, and she almost died, but I was okay. I was 3 days, I was sick. And I just think that this fight over this vaccine stuff is just ridiculous. At this point, it's ludicrous. It really is, because how many times have... why am I frozen again? Yeah,
I bet you they
Not
did.
frozen on my screen.
Okay, all right.
Well, mine.
Well, for some reason we're
You're
frozen
not
again.
frozen on mine.
It's driving me crazy. This is nuts. But yeah, I mean, I just think that it's crazy to constantly fight over this when we all realize that people who are dying are the people that are not vaccinated, and they're taking up the beds in the hospitals too. Now, I am seeing that there's a decrease in people getting the COVID-19. That's good. So, you know, that's at least something. But all right, I'm not going to stick on that. But okay, in the early in Los Angeles, a day appeared with his first band, Meatloaf Soul, after a nickname coined by his football coach because of his weight. The band received several recording contracts. Meatloaf Soul's first gig was in Huntington Beach, California, in 1968 at The Cave. for Van Morrison and Van Morrison's band Them and Question Mark and the Mysterians. The band underwent several changes of guitar players, changing the name of the band each time. The names included Popcorn Blizzard. That's a cool name. And Floating Circus. As Floating Circus, they opened for The Who, The Fugues, The Stooges, MCS, Grateful Dead, and the Grease Band. Their regional success led them to a single, Once Upon a Time, backed with Hello. Then Meatloaf joined the Los Angeles production of the musical Hair. Meatloaf later stated that the biggest life struggle he had to overcome was not being taken seriously in the music industry. I can relate to that. A lot of people, when I got into business, they would look at me and say, yeah. A couple bands would say, hey, why don't you come up and play with us? Thinking I would tank on stage, and I never tanked on stage because I knew it was do or die. If I tanked, that would be the end of me. And believe me, they had a right to do that because I portrayed myself to be.
Isn't that the same in wrestling?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't as good as I portrayed myself, but I wasn't as bad as they thought I was going to be. I remember the first song I sang on stage. And
Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
No.
Oh. I guessed.
Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll.
Nope.
Okay.
There is a song by Jethro Tull called Locomotive Breath.
Oh. Okay.
That was the first song I did on stage.
Wow.
I remember going up on stage being terrified I wasn't going to remember the words. So, yeah.
That's why you go to karaoke and the words are right there.
Well, you can't
Well,
do
that don't matter for him.
I know. Just,
He has creative licensing now, so.
Yeah. Who'd you say hi to who'd you say hi
Nobody,
to?
just
YouTube.
You
said hi.
I did, in case anybody was there.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm watching that one too on my phone.
Okay, well, I just was asking. Just asking.
I'm doing my job. I'm earning my zeros.
Okay, well.
for once.
Hey.
Then we say, let's see here, Meatloaf was invited. Now, Meatloaf does have a record, not as in record music, but as in a record that he will live forever with. That is, he has one of the most sold albums in the world.
Yes.
The
Bat Out of Hell.
Bat Out of Hell. And I should have remembered to grab it. I have a picture album of that album.
Oh, wow.
It's a rare picture album, and it's probably worth even more now that he's dead. So.
Is that the way it usually works?
Yeah. He gave it to me on my 18th birthday.
Okay. I thought maybe that was your inheritance.
Well, it is now. So, but anyway, that's something that's he can be proud of because he definitely deserved it for stuff that he did. It says here, I heard about this in an interview, January 2020, during an interview for The Mirror. Meatloaf announced, "I'm not old. I've got songs for another record, and I'm reading a script." In February 2020, Facebook post, Meatloaf announced his intentions to record a new album containing 4 or 5 new tracks, including Steinman's "What Part of My Body Hurts Most," a song long requested by fans, but previously... What?
You said what part of my body
Yeah.
hurts most. I said every part of my body.
I was going to ask
hurts
you,
the
have
most.
you done that song?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I should get that.
It was just one of those, giblets and
Well, for me, that's pretty much a good question.
every part of my body hurts the most. Okay.
But it says here that, let's see, which one? Oh, song long requested by fans, but previously under contract restrictions for the Bat Out of Hell musical, along with an original 1975 recording of Bat Out of Hell album. Meatloaf's long collaborator, Jim Steinman, died in April 19th, 2021.
Wow.
So he died just last year.
Probably COVID related too.
That I don't know. Let me see if there was. I don't see anything on here where he doesn't have a Wikipedia.
Earn your zeros.
Steineman.
ST. Where is it? Steinman. He died of kidney failure.
Okay.
Um,
Hey, he was from Danbury, Connecticut.
well, he was the guy that's really he had a falling out with Steinman many years ago, and they had, I guess, gotten back together. I don't know when they had the falling out, but that's why you didn't hear a lot of new songs, because Steinman was the man that, that basically came up with the stuff. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there was anything. Meatloaf was in 2003. Meatloaf was diagnosed with Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome,
What?
a condition marked by an extra electrical pathway to the heart, which causes symptoms like a rapid heartbeat. He had emergency back surgery 2016, including a spinal fusion due to a cyst that was pinching nerves. Let's see here. Where was it? In 2019, he was using a cane and a wheelchair to get around.
Wow.
In 2011, Meatloaf fainted on stage in Pittsburgh. I kind of remember that. He collapsed again while in Edmonton in 2016 due to severe dehydration, and canceled other shows due to illness. The playback containing his pre-recorded voiceover track continued while he lay on stage unconscious, which caused controversy over lip syncing. Claimed that Meatloaf denied, saying that his mic was live. And I can tell you, when I saw him, he did not lip sync. So that was not the case as far as that goes. And 2019 Texas Frightmare weekend, Meatloaf fell off of an interview stage and broke his clavicle.
Ouch.
He also suffered from asthma. So
really, he didn't get a fighting chance.
it sounds like he had a lot of problems there.
Well, yeah, it sounds like he didn't get a fighting chance with the COVID and stuff. I mean, yeah, if he had a lot of medical problems.
Well, if he had asthma, that's one major thing that you should have had the
Exactly.
Exactly. It says he died from complications of COVID-19 in Nashville, Tennessee on the evening of January 20th, 2022, at the age of 74, after rapidly declining. His two daughters my sisters, rushed him to the hospital, and his wife lay next to him as he died. His daughter posted on Instagram an early, I never met my sisters.
Well, that sucks.
They don't even know about me. They don't even know.
You're the long-lost brother from another mother.
Yes. Yeah, you should reboot your book.
Why?
Because I'm not moving there.
I know.
And neither is
my whole system runs slow.
Well, his system's working apparently.
I was going to say, when her system doesn't work, mine works.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Mine doesn't
Mine's
work.
always slow.
Are you wireless on this?
No.
Are you
well,
wired?
yeah, I guess I am.
You could go to the wireless that.
Even when I'm at home, it runs slow.
Oh, well, you need a new computer then.
It's the operator, not the computer.
Watch it, mister.
Anyway, his daughter posted on Instagram in early January that she and many of her families have been infected with COVID-19. Celebrities who posted tributes included Bonnie Tyler, Cher, Brian May, and former President Donald Trump. So there you go. He had a lot of tours. I wonder which ones I saw. Let's see. I think they were... I'm not sure which of these I saw. I saw him like 4 or 5 times. I just don't remember which ones. But he was in a lot of movies. He was in Dead Ringer. I saw that one. He was in Rocky Horror Picture Show. I saw that one a bunch of times. He was in Wayne's World. He was in...
Wow, that's amazing, too. I saw that and I don't remember.
Let's see. Fight Club. He was in...
What happens in Fight Club stays in the Fight Club.
That's right. Just trying to see which other ones I saw. I don't know if I saw Tenacious. No, I don't think I saw that one. It says Meatloaf in Search of Paradise in 2008. I'd like to see that. I guess that's the only ones that I saw. So he was on Saturday Night Live a couple times. Yeah, I'm bummed about that because I just think that if anybody dies of COVID-19, they more than likely deserved it because they didn't want to get vaccinated. And this to me is, 74. That's really not. I guess
He was
it's
still
better.
young, but
It's better. My mother died at 80. My dad died at 50, so, he outlived, my other father died at 50. So, all right, enough of that. Hopefully, do you have any other, are you ready to pick more?
I only have one more to add so far because I've been busy this week.
Well, I haven't even looked at any.
Yeah, we
You want to do that one?
Yeah, I'll put the one on there.
So that nobody will take your one?
Yeah. And it's funny because when I heard this name, I wrote it down at work. Actually, I texted my email at work so that I knew I had it. And I've been dying to tell you guys, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do this because knowing you guys, you'd steal it.
Yeah, I would.
Why would we steal it?
I would.
Yours.
I would steal it.
It's.
Be honest, you would. I would too.
Well, yeah, okay, let's steal Bob Barker or something. Come on now.
All right. Oh, wow, what happened? Uh-oh, what happened here?
Oh, he killed the show.
Uh-oh,
Don't say that.
it's not letting me bring it up. Okay, now I brought it up. Okay, yeah, we got Bob Barker. Who do you want to put?
Edwin Aldrin.
Who the heck is that?
You really don't know?
No.
I don't either.
Really?
No.
Well, if I give you his nickname, will you understand then?
No.
Probably.
Buzz.
Sawyer?
No.
Buzz Aldrin?
Edwin Buzz Aldrin.
Okay. All right, you want to pick someone? Do you have anybody to pick?
Well, I wanted to look at, what do I have for...
You have Charo. You've got Michael Gross. You've got Suzanne Summers, Bernard Capel, Demond Wilson, Dolly Parton, Mary Jo Catlett, Henry Winkler, Cindy Williams, and Jimmy Walker.
I'm gonna go with again Henry Winkler.
Okay, you're gonna do Henry Winkler. He is up there.
Yeah.
You better not.
He already has him up there. He picked him last week.
You already picked him.
Oh, I did pick him. Holy
So you're gonna pick up. You get 2 points if you get him.
All right, there we go. I don't think Jimmy Walker's going.
Well, how
even
old
though
is he?
I picked him last year because he'll probably go this year. I'm going to stick with my Dolly Parton. I hate to say that, but Kenny's
Here you
gone.
go again.
Yeah.
Working 9
Picking
to
all
5.
Picking
I
the
think,
girls who
I
will
hate to
die
say that,
again.
but
Jimmy Walker is 74.
Oh, he's not that old then.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't think he's going yet. He seems like he's still got a lot of pep and fire in him.
All right, well, I got to pick somebody then. I'm going to pick Bill Cosby because,
Well, he's out of jail, isn't he?
yeah. But I think he's
Did
just.
you have him last?
Yeah,
you
I've
did
had him a
have
couple years, I think.
Yeah, you had him
I had
last time.
him. I had. Well, I took him from Ashley
Yeah.
Yeah.
the last time. So, all right, we'll just stick with that. That way, we all got 4. We got
Okay.
6 to go.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's done.
Yeah, because I was on my way to work one morning and they were talking and they said that name and I'm like, oh, that would be a good one.
All right.
You know, I think.
She's being good.
Where's she at?
Right behind you.
Hi there, girl.
I
Don't
think,
worry about it, girl.
I
It's
have
okay.
another one, but I'll save it for next week.
Okay. Well, I'll let
I
you go
think
first.
I think Ashley actually had this person I'm
Okay.
last full.
I'll let you go. Remind me next week that
Yeah,
you're first.
yeah, I'll have to.
I've never been first. I want you to note that I've never been first. I've always allowed you to pick before me.
Yeah.
So you can't accuse me of cheating in any way whatsoever, except when I make the rules. Then you can accuse me. What are you doing back there? Huh? Oh, you're laying down.
She's finally being good.
Shh. Don't jinx it.
I'm going to give my dog a treat.
Give your dog a bone. This old man came rolling. Oh, sorry.
There you go, girl. When she's good, I like to give her something for being good. All right. All right, you ready to start stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what an NFT is?
NFT. No,
That's
that's
the big thing right now.
No.
NFTs are the biggest thing. Do you know what they are?
No, I do not.
They are not something you can touch. And people are spending tons of money on them.
What?
We're busting the metaverse with our own NFTs and cryptocurrency.
Oh.
Okay, so let's say, for instance, you played, let's say, what's that game that Shannon used to play?
World of Warcraft?
No, Afterlife, Second Life.
Second Life.
Okay, an NFT is like you can have objects you can't touch. They're all built for these maybe games, if you're buying one like that. Art. It's
Okay.
all one of a kind, but you can't touch it. It's all digital. And they're going for big bucks. Sometimes they're going for really big bucks. So let's say it's a special weapon that you made for a game. You can sell it to somebody, and they got this special weapon that nobody else has,
Wow.
and they're
But
spending
you can't
big.
use it.
Oh, you can use it in the game.
Oh, in the game. Okay.
In the game. So now Walmart is into NFTs, and actually NFT stands for
Not for touch.
I forget what it is. I can't remember what they're called. Freaking A. I had someone explain this to me because I had no idea what they were. If you
I
thought,
like your idea, not for touch, Chris.
yeah, if you thought all this
I'm going
talk,
to be an NFT.
if you
Not
thought,
for touch.
if you thought of all this talk of digital goods and wealth was a sort of nerdy fad, think again, because retail space is going into it, including Walmart. The big box behemoth has reportedly filed a number of trademark apps in the recent months, seeking to gain exclusive rights to sell virtual goods on the digital shelves. And we're not talking about their website either. We're talking about Walmart's ramping up for a full-blown online experience where customers can actually own stuff within this dimension. So they're going to have their own NFTs. Okay, here it is. Non-fungible tokens is an NFT. That's what the
okay.
NFT stands for. And per CNBC, 7 separate applications were filed of late, in addition to being able to hawk Walmart-related products in forthcoming virtual reality. They're also apparently gunning down their own NFTs and even a unique cryptocurrency. No word on what the tokens might look like the $5 DVD bin NFT, perhaps. So you could maybe buy a video. I'm not sure how that all works, or when this is all supposed to be rolled out. But it seems they're getting their 4D ducks in a row for what everyone in corporate America is scrambling for: a seat at the metaphysical table. So I guess this is what the let's see if I can make this bigger. This is what the shopping experience with the NFTs will look like.
Wow. You're okay. Shopping virtually. Oh. So that's kind of like virtual shopping like you do now. Wow. Really?
Seems weird to me.
Well, they didn't even set it up.
No, they just threw it back. Wow. Okay. I don't know if I'd like that.
I don't know if I like that either.
No,
I'd be afraid they'd put too much in there, or I'd go to get something and it wasn't the right thing.
now I'm thinking that this part is you're buying real stuff, and they're buying it virtually, like staying at home, and this is what your cart
Yeah,
would
but
look
tell
like.
me I already have milk. How does she know I'm not baking?
I don't know how that works. Anyway, I'm assuming that you're buying it online like this, but there are NFTs. These aren't NFTs, I'm thinking. But I don't know that. I'm not really sure I get the whole NFT thing, but anyway. An 86-inch. You know, that's the other thing. You won't believe this, I was in Walmart the other day for the first time in like
What?
years.
You? Walmart?
Yeah. But anyway,
Damn, no wonder the
They had-
place is falling
they
down.
had 75-inch TVs that were 4K that were like $500. When I was buying my TVs, when I was trying to
Yeah.
find a TV to buy, that same TV was like $3,500. Actually, it probably wasn't even 4K. It was probably just.
I'm still in shock that you were in Walmart.
Well, believe me, I
That's why we had all that snow and rain.
don't
Shut
tell.
up.
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone I was there.
Oh.
Then everybody's going to want to go there. But yeah, kind of weird.
I
But
only go when Eileen's working.
is that so you could get by her
Uh-huh.
because she's leaning?
No. Have to check on my neighbors.
You're being good back here. I like that.
For once.
This is the girl I like. The
I
girl
just
that
gave her
doesn't-
one.
Oh, well, I'll give her another one. Not going to let you outdo me. Do you want one of these? See, I have a virtual dog. Not really
She's back. Oh, sweetheart.
What, you didn't like that?
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, back on this.
Wow. That's freaky. Hey, where'd my cart go? No, not that total.
Hey, thanks for shopping at Walmart.
Wow, they have a drone bring the TV out.
Thanks for
Unbelievable.
shopping. Thanks for
Hey, the
shopping
TV
at,
went another direction in the car. Someone stole my TV.
And where are no, I'm not even going to say where are all the other crazy people.
That's what it's all about, though. That's the new shopping. It's going to be like that.
Where are all the crazy people? You're sitting there.
Have you looked in a mirror yet?
It says several other companies are doing the exact same thing, including big shots like Nike, which is said to develop a virtual reality called Nike Land. Gap, Under Armour, and even smaller outfits like Urban Outfitters, Abercrombie, and Ralph Lauren. Essentially, everyone took Zuckerberg's announcement about the Meta Universe last year and ran with it. I saw a thing on that as well that I didn't put in here because I didn't really think to do that. Wish I would have done that now. Oh, wait, here we are. It's a YouTube thing. Now we're going to get in trouble for the YouTube thing. How can I do this? Maybe I can cut the sound. Okay. Connect. I don't really know what's going on here. What do we... Okay. Well, come on. Tell us something.
Hey, welcome to Connect. Today, we're going to talk about the metaverse. I want to share what we imagine is possible, the experiences you'll have phones with cameras, and the internet became much more visual. And recently, as connections got faster, video has become the main way that we experience content.
I don't know. This is a long video. I don't want to. Oh, it's an hour and 17 minutes.
Ugh.
But anyway, the whole thing is that we're going to go to a virtual world, and eventually, that's what we're gonna do all of our stuff virtually. So and we're already doing it with Zoom, and we're already doing it with those applications. I mean, all my acting classes have been on Zoom. So,
Have you done the delivered grocery thing yet?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't, and I don't know why I haven't. I just haven't. I kind of like to. The thing about groceries is that when you're talking about fruits and vegetables and meats and stuff like that, I want to see them.
Oh, I agree.
So I don't really want to just.
Well, there's a fruit sitting next to you.
Anyway,
Yeah, I know. I'm a sweet peach.
You're something. Anyway, it's just interesting how this is. It just keeps growing. Oh, here we are. The video surfaced. Let's say if you got a Second Life comparison, here's hoping the real McCoy.
Hashtag it's Tuesday.
A little more. What? What about Tuesday?
The look I gave him.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said in like Second Life, you can buy outfits that nobody else can have. You can buy different houses, different things that you can sell. You can resell it, but it can't be replicated. I don't know how they can keep it from being replicated, but
They copyrighted it.
yeah. But how do you stop someone from replicating it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like you couldn't make copies of CDs at one point. You couldn't make copies of.
Well, maybe they do. Like when they try to replicate like expensive jewelry, they make it out of glass and use fake stuff.
I don't know. But like I said, it's a big thing, and everybody's getting involved in this thing. And now that Walmart's being
I
involved, you're
guess
going to
someone agrees with me. Ashley puts in there the bullshit sneeze. Thank you, Ashley.
All right. And then we got... this was something that Elon Musk, my hero, has been talking about. Elon Musk's Neuralink plans to implant chips in human brains to treat neural disorders.
See, now there's something that would freak me out, getting something implanted. But I understand if he's doing it
So let's
for
say
the good.
So let's say you're a paraplegic. Let's say you're that kid that that tried to do a flip
Yeah,
and he was an athlete and he's now on a wheelchair,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Well, they're saying that if they do these neural implants, that they will be able to.
That's If you're doing it for the good,
Yeah.
yes.
And
But you know that something's, as always, something's going to go wrong.
well, the thing I like about Musk is that he looks at the biggest picture. He looks at the people that can't walk and say, "Here's your way of maybe if we can develop this." He's the guy that's trying to save the planet, while everyone else is trying to gas up the planet with their big monster diesels and stuff like that.
Well, I can say right now I'm doing my part to help.
That's right. So I just think it would be awesome if we could do this, because here he actually was this a this looks like it wasn't
What
YouTube.
was that all about?
Might be able to actually do this. Might be able to play it. Let's see if we can play this.
I'm losing my 2 hours rest time in the morning.
Brain in your chip. Okay.
Mind thanks to a chip implanted in his brain. The post comes after an appearance by Musk on social media site Clubhouse in February, where he shared updates on the company's progress. According to Musk's predictions, Neuralink could shift human trials sometime this year.
Would you feel confident about getting the link procedure, installation of the link?
Does it make you smarter?
Maybe.
Basically go in this morning into the hospital,
The chip is designed to read and write brain activity, and it could potentially aid patients with neurological diseases like Alzheimer's. Musk has referred to the device as a Fitbit in your skull, claiming it will one day give people telepathic powers.
Oh, I'm definitely in if it gives me telepathic.
No,
Why?
because I'd be afraid of what you'd think.
Come on. I like,
Okay.
powers. Telepathic powers. What the heck?
I wouldn't want to read your mind.
Maybe I'm going to read your mind.
No, you don't.
I think this is a big big possibility of things. Imagine being able to drive your car with just your mind.
Don't you do that now? I thought
think
you
it'd
did.
I think it would be awesome to be able to do that. To be able to take people that are paraplegics and be able to walk again, be able to.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I really do. But then it's like, I always think the other side of it. Look at worst case scenario. What is somebody going to do that they're going to take this and use it for
But
bad?
if you think of that, we're never going to have any progress in.
But
ever.
I look at both sides. I look at the big picture. I've always done that.
Well, you should look at the big picture for the positive, because a lot of people
Oh,
will be able to
yeah.
actually do things that they can't do now. I mean, if I were a paraplegic, I mean, I would think, why am I even alive? But if you could give me
Right.
back that,
And I
that
could
piece
see.
of
That's
my
why I
life-
said I could see that. But then I have to wonder, like everything else, what's the downside of it?
You can't be thinking about that. You got to be thinking about the upside. Got to think about,
I'm sorry. I just take everything in.
well,
No, you take everything for the negative.
No, I don't. I'm always looking for the positive.
but anyway, to me that's an awesome thing that could change the world as we know it today, and it would be. I just think how cool it would be to give people their lives back. I guess I already gave it. I already
I've
did
never
that.
had mine, so I don't know what the heck it would be like.
You have a life now.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Biden, good old Biden, opened his big mouth and
Yeah, I
Called-
saw that. I have not seen it, but I heard that.
Called-
the reporter a son of a bitch.
stupid son of a bitch. Not
Wow.
just a son of a bitch, a stupid son of a bitch. I guess maybe he's understanding what it was like to be Trump now, because he's been caught more than once doing things like that, and you would think he would learn his lesson, but yep, he has not learned his lesson, and it's really kind of sad. I guess I really shouldn't care about this because we're not broadcasting on Twitter. And I don't even know if these are playing right. I really wish they would fix this. I can't imagine. The only thing left, it's still not right. I mean, it's still not. I still think that they need to do more to this, because this is still not what it should be. But yeah, I mean, I just think that this is something awesome, and
Yeah, another thing to get him out of the presidency.
yeah. Well, he'll be out. He's not going to be in the next. I guarantee you, he won't win the next election.
Oh no,
He could run against.
it's
he could
not
run
even
against-
going to be close.
He could run against Charles Manson.
He could run against
And
me, and he
lose.
still wouldn't win.
I,
Maybe.
miracles do happen, you know.
Thank you.
Anyway, so yeah, he was caught with a hot mic, calling a. Oh, I wonder if this is going to say. Let's listen to see if he says it here. Are we going to get a commercial first? Let's see. Okay, come on, talk. Oh, we got nothing. Oh, I turned it off. It was over here.
Oh,
No, it's a great asset, more inflation. What a stupid son of a bitch.
The president is having with top his administration, cabinet, and they're in the room for this competition.
All I can tell you is that Biden just keeps on playing the hits there.
Yeah, he's definitely. Maybe he's doing this on purpose so that he doesn't get reelected.
Well, it could be. Speaking of which, so you heard about Arnold Schwarzenegger's?
Yep.
Did you see it?
Yep.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was in a bad accident with a Prius and a Porsche,
Oh.
and he had a Yukon. That's him in the middle,
Uh-huh.
and that poor Prius
Yep.
looks like my old one.
That's what I thought when I saw it. I thought, oh
Yeah, he hit a Prius, and and it was his fault, I think.
no. It was his
yeah.
fault, but they said he wasn't going to get cited for anything.
Of course not.
Of course not. He's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Oh, what did I do?
Former mayor of, wasn't he the mayor of California?
Governor.
Governor, yeah. See,
Yeah.
so
He totally messed that car up. So
Yeah.
I saw that and I thought, oh man, that's put a Yukon up against either of those.
My dad had a Yukon, and that sucker, even I was afraid to drive it.
Well, they're huge.
Well, yeah.
No reason to have a vehicle that big nowadays,
Well, it
especially
depends.
with one person driving it. Come on.
Well, he's got that big build,
So do I, and I drove a Prius.
No, I meant like that.
I got a big build like that too.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm probably bigger in some places than he is. But oh man, what a weird thing. But he messed that car up. The people that he
Was he
crashed.
trying to be like the Night Industries 2000 and do the skiing or something?
Well, I know that he wasn't supposed to turn where he was at. I think that's what it was. It was something like that. He was.
Yeah,
In the wrong
I was
lane.
reading it and I couldn't believe it.
But a Porsche. I mean, that Porsche could be 200,000.
I just see him buying everybody new cars.
He may have to. So that's just, oh man, just not. It says here, drive what you want. The planet is doomed, regardless of my car. If cars did not exist at all, the planet is doomed, regardless of my car. If cars did not exist at all, would Earth be a paradise full of love, harmony, and kindness? No. Wars, criminals, abuse of others. Only in the twilight zone, the de-evolution of man is the writing on the wall. If this once beautiful planet is doomed for sure because of the human race, goodbye.
Wow.
And here it says
Sweet girl.
that is a hybrid GMC Yukon, and someone says it's still a 3-ton 6-liter V8 SUV. So I would imagine it gets 8 to 10 miles or 8 to 12 miles to the gallon.
Maybe 6 on a good day.
It's pretty weird. I don't know.
But at least nobody was seriously hurt. I mean, that's the good thing.
I guess. Here's an interesting story. The 5 richest people, the richest tech tycoons, including Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates, have already lost about $85 billion this year, and amid a brutal market sell-off. 85 billion. None of us even know what $85 billion is, because we'll never ever see that kind of money.
Hey, Cheyenne wants to be on camera.
She wants to have 85 billion.
Yeah, well,
she wants to be on camera.
She was going under the thing back there, and I'm like, oh, no.
Where you at? There you are. Yeah, you're being a good girl. Anyway, yeah, you think about that. That's 5 richest tycoons: Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. What? What?
He's tired. It's because I've been making him get up early.
Why are you doing
it's
that?
It's not the fact that she's making me get up early, because I'm used to getting up early.
But then he
it's
goes
the
back
fact
for
that,
2 hours.
No, it's the fact that someone, rolls on my side of the bed, moves around, 50,000 times from one left to the left side to the right side, and
I didn't know you were sleeping with me. That's
Well,
the way
I
I
didn't
sleep.
either.
That's the way I sleep. I wish I could stay in one place, but all the pain I have, I
and
can't.
she just moves, and it's like wakes you up.
Yeah, and a lot of times I'm clear over on the other side because you're laying diagonally across the
I
bed.
am not.
You are.
I am not.
Hey, I had a picture. Do I need to bring that out again? I don't know how many times I get up to go potty and I come back and I'm like,
Go what?
the bathroom.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were 5 or
Yeah, exactly.
50 something.
And it's like, I gotta push him over.
Anyway, stock markets tumbled last week about fears of rising interest rates and inflation. We're all seeing this inflation.
Our daughter, says her ears. That's not. She's like old.
Yeah,
not
I've got
old
2
enough.
of them too.
Yeah, I know. It's not like she's old enough.
The-
Go ahead. I'm
The
sorry.
heavy tech stocks fell 8% last week and is down 13% this year. And it says the 5 richest tycoons have collectively lost $85 billion.
Oh my goodness.
So, it's really, that's amazing. That's a lot of money. And it says the losses sent the fortune of the world's richest man, Elon Musk, down to he's only got $243 billion.
Oh my God! For heaven's sake!
I don't know how he can live in a place.
Oh my God! How can he live?
He's
with
gonna get rent.
himself?
He's gonna have to get rent control or something.
Oh wow!
Apply
Poor
for
guy.
Section 8.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God,
must be.
Yeah, it's like
Need some food stamps or something going on there.
Yeah. Wow. 200.
Wow.
43 billion.
Just give me 1 billion and I'll be happy. All right.
I'd be happy with 100 million.
Me too.
10 million. I'd be happy with 3 million.
Yeah. Just enough to pay my debts off.
You that far in debt, huh?
No.
3 million. You're $3 million in debt.
No, I'm not that crazy.
Almost as high as Ashley is in debt.
No, I'm not that crazy.
Yeah. So here it says Elon Musk total net worth $243 billion. Year-to-date change minus $26.9 billion. Jeff Bezos $168 billion. He's down $24.7 billion.
Could that be just like a lot of it taxes or just bad investments?
No, bad. The stocks are selling off. People are selling their stocks.
Wow.
I haven't sold mine, and I should have probably sold mine about 2 weeks ago because they're dropping like crazy. I mean,
so what does that do to our Aptera?
nothing.
Okay.
Nothing yet. It's too early for it to do anything because we're not on the stock market.
Oh, okay.
So, but my Tesla stock is.
Yeah.
Bill Gates, $129 billion. He's down $9.47 billion. Mark Zuckerberg, $113 billion. He's down $12.1 billion.
Wow.
It's a lot of money.
Well, if all this money is going back into the economy.
It's not.
No, that's true.
Because we're so far in the hole when it gets right down to it.
You honestly think it was going back into the economy?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just the opposite. There's so much money being the way that the with the inflation and everything. How much? I mean, the money that you made. Let's say you made $300 a week.
Right.
Okay, with the inflation, you're now down to probably $270
Wow.
of the same. Going to the same thing, or less, maybe even less. So, all right. You like Jeopardy, right?
Yes.
Do you know who Amy Schneider is?
Yes.
Do you know what she did?
Yes.
Do you want to talk about it?
We can. I mean, I haven't been following it lately, but I know who she is. She is the second
That is correct.
woman
Yes.
highest champion, but she's also a transgender.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Wow, I knew something you didn't know.
I don't really follow that, but I didn't even see the picture of her. Now I see the picture of her, but she looks pretty good.
Wow, I actually knew something you didn't know.
Well, congratulations to her.
Wasn't that the woman that was on for a while, and then finally someone? I was.
It was
talking
like
to
70
you.
some
Yeah,
days.
that was the same woman that was on, when we were watching, and I said, she looks like a guy, and you said that's because she is a guy. Or, okay. All right.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's who. Okay, so
Yeah.
I didn't know that. On Monday, she won her 39th game, becoming the second on the Hit Games show of all-time consecutive wins. The 42-year-old Oakland, California-based engineering manager has winnings that are eye-popping 1.319,800. $1.3 million.
Wow.
Ken Jennings is the only contestant in the show's history to win more games than Schneider, with 74 wins. How many does she have? 42.
Yeah, she
she has 39.
Wow,
so Ken Jennings is more than twice, which is almost twice.
Yeah, but she just broke Holzhauer's record.
Okay.
Because he
pretty
was
good,
second.
though. I mean,
Now she
either
took
way,
that.
I'd be happy with 1.3.
Mm-hmm.
I would be, I can't even, I mean, that show, that makes me feel dumb, so I don't watch it. Because those people know too much stuff, and I am not a book smart person. I am a street smart person. And so.
And to think of how much they have to retain and what they read to to prepare for this.
I couldn't even imagine. But that's really awesome that she did that, and I didn't know that she was transgender. That makes it even extra special. So
I wondered, and I thought, no, I'm not going to say anything.
You should have said it.
No, because
you send me some really stupid articles. You could have sent me this one. I didn't know that she was a transgender. I think it's awesome, and we are pro-transgender.
Yes,
so
I know we are.
I would like that article from you saying, "Hey, you should look at this transgender article."
I know, but I wasn't sure how far she was going to go.
Well, it doesn't matter. She's second. That's pretty darn good. She was just beat, I think, wasn't she?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
I haven't watched it in the last couple of days.
I have to read it now. California. Okay.
You haven't been home in the last couple
That's
of days.
true.
Oh, you're out playing around.
No, well, let's see. Last night I was asleep early or trying to sleep early, and tonight I'm here. So
anyway, I think it's awesome that she did so well. Even if she just
hey Alexa,
an everyday person. What? Go ahead.
Is Amy Schneider still champion on Jeopardy? Well, I guess she's not going to answer me.
Wait, she's thinking. She's going to answer, I think. Okay.
No.
Alexa, is Amy Schneider still a champion on Jeopardy?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Distractify.com, on November 22nd, she won again and became a 4-day reigning champion.
4 day.
Did that answer
You're a little
your
bit behind on that, eh?
No.
That's
Thanks
okay.
for your feedback.
You could look it up on your. I mean, considering that you got to have an assistant.
Hey Siri. Who is the current Jeopardy champion?
Okay, I found this on the web for who is the current Jeopardy
Who
champion.
is the?
Check it out.
It says she's still.
Okay, so she could beat Jennings
Yeah.
then, from the sounds of things.
If she keeps going, well, yeah.
Okay, now all the streams have dark red, so they're all running right now. At this point,
I want to know.
why are we not hearing you? Put your microphone up by your mouth. Think it's a penis. Go ahead.
I want to know why. Is that the problem? Is that the problem?
Yeah, it is the problem.
Okay. My penis wasn't near my mouth. Okay.
Oh man.
But I want to know. I want to know why if she becomes the remain like highest person there, are they going to make it into a transgender thing? Or are they going to how I mean? Because
I think they would
the reason
mention
why
it,
I say that is like when you watch what was it that we were watching? Not Celebrity.
People Puzzler.
No, the Celebrity. It wasn't Celebrity, but it was the show that you got me into, Big Brother.
Okay.
Big Brother. They made it into a racist thing. Racist because they wanted an African American to win the show.
Yeah,
And
I
they,
see where you're going with
and
it.
then the same thing with I think what's the other show that was on?
Well, I just read an article yesterday where they did a
Hi, puppy.
all black Big Brother weekend, and it's like, I mean, that's them. So it makes you wonder. You know, we're trying to be equals, and they just feel like they were wrong, so they have to make it about themselves. Hi, sweet girl.
I don't know that that's really the case. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
I mean, like I said, I have nothing against transgender and all that, but it's why are they making it? Like I said,
Because it's a topic in the news for debate that's going to get people talking.
It's also going to get a higher percentage of the African American people watching it. So I don't think it's a racist thing. I think it's just a cultural thing. It's kind of like there's not a lot of white people on black entertainment television because, we're everywhere else. So it's okay. I mean, I'm okay with that. Next thing. Okay. Now I'm getting into some serious stuff here. Oh, before I do that,
I want to know what happened to Tom Brady.
Tom Brady was that was a good game. You got to say,
was off, Michael.
the first.
Come on.
But the first two, what are they called? Quarters. I don't watch enough football that I could care. But the first two quarters, he didn't do so hot. But that last quarter, if he could have done that the first
Tom
quarter,
Brady, but it was like
I didn't know what was going to happen there.
What I want to know is if you look, you didn't watch them, but if you watch the games, okay, they were all decided except for his game, I think, by the last 5 seconds of the game. Mm-hmm. And it came down to a field goal. And that's how they basically won. Except for, it was like Tom Brady's game. It was almost like, where the heck where was he?
Tom Brady is always a second half.
Yes,
right,
but this was the first time.
And I want to tell you.
He got fined.
I know he did. Yeah. I know he did. But the other thing that I found kind of interesting was that that last quarter was so good. And there were 4 turnovers of one team, and the other, I think the other team only had 2.
Yes.
The Rams had 4 turnovers. I actually watched this game. I don't watch too many games. And
I was wondering if you were going to watch
it was on while I was writing the show. So,
okay.
I kind of keep an eye on it while I'm doing the show. But when I saw that, I was like, wow, this is really a good game. It was really, and that was the number 2 seed and the number 4 seed.
That's
so
what I'm
that
saying.
was really.
It was like, Tom Brady should have blew him out.
No, I don't.
Or at least,
here's my opinion. I want to say I think Tom Brady really did a good job, and this is why I'm saying this. And this is going to sound like a cop-out, I'm telling you. I'm telling you up front because you're going to say it's a cop-out. But the Buccaneers are not the Rams. The Rams, it was the Rams, right?
Yeah.
The Rams are a big-budget team. They've got a lot of money to spend on a lot of players. The Buccaneers are a small team, a small franchise. They don't have the budget. That's why when I heard that Brady was going there, I thought, wow, how's he going to do with this? Because he doesn't have the budget that the Patriots have. They have a lot smaller budget and for what the players that they have, I thought they really did well against
but they dropped a lot of passes.
They did.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
But
they dropped a lot of passes.
But Brady threw them right where they're supposed to.
Right.
They dropped them. They screwed up. Tom Brady won.
Yes, but he screwed up when
he did screw up. I don't know what he did though. I missed
talked back to an official.
Is that what he did? I was trying to figure out what he did.
He basically.
I've never seen that before.
Back it wasn't like he was yelling at him or anything. He was just basically making his point. I forget what it was about.
I don't know.
But
I don't remember.
Basically
being touched like roughing the passer.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not.
He was making his point.
I will
and
tell you that
in
that
other words,
was.
official basically,
He
you're
was
not gonna
getting
talk to
loud.
me
He
that
should have
way.
been fine.
Well,
And-
I'm just
and the
saying,
fact
he
that they
was
were
like,
behind
"You
the whole
shouldn't have been
time."
talking to me that way, and he threw the flag.
The fact that they were behind the whole time and they came back at the last minute, they did a pretty good job of coming back. But it's a
Yeah.
shame they didn't come back just about 5 minutes earlier.
Well, that's exactly
that would have
it.
been.
And
But
it's like,
you know,
and then you got Green Bay against San Francisco, I think it was, and
Yeah.
that one basically was going. It came down to 3 seconds or 5 seconds in the
that
last
was exciting,
quarter.
though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was
I've
exciting.
watched
Yeah,
more
it was,
football
basically
this year than I have in
hate
a long
when
time.
I hate when teams win that way, but that's ball games and football.
But let
and-
me ask you this: where's your team at?
Exactly. Well, okay, but where's your team at now? At the same
He
thing.
won one step higher than your team.
Okay, right. Okay, but I mean,
And where's your
obviously-
team?
Exactly.
Hey,
They're at home watching the game.
They're still in Pennsylvania.
Exactly,
That's all
okay.
that matters
now,
to
Tom
me.
Brady's going to be home now watching the Super Bowl.
Hey, he won one more game.
Well, still, okay. He's
He beat your
he's
team
not gonna
anyway.
Be in there, and he's not going to be back.
How
to
many
back.
times did you beat the Buccaneers? That's all I got to say.
I
And how many times did you beat the
Hey,
Buccaneers?
we're still a Pennsylvania team. That's all that matters to me.
Hey, I'm going to wherever Tom Brady is.
Yeah, we know.
If he jumped to,
What are you going to do if he retires?
I'm going to retire from watching.
Yeah, okay.
I don't. My opinion. I think Tom Brady's going to go, and I think he wants to be the only official quarterback to win back-to-back
Yeah.
Super Bowls with two
different-
teams.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that
I
would be
think-
cool.
Because it has not been done by a quarter. It has
did
not
it?
been. I don't
think it's a
believe.
model.
I don't believe it's been done by a quarterback with two teams.
That would
Okay.
be cool.
They've won several times back to back with the same team, but I don't think it's been done with one quarterback with two different teams back to back. And I think that's what his goal is at this point. And Green Bay, I think is losing their quarterback because I don't think he's going to stay. I think he,
Well, Roethlisberger retired, so
yeah, Ross. I mean, you're probably losing. Roethlisberger's just and then the Green Bay. Why can't Aaron Rodgers? I think he's going to retire. Because I think if there is a possible chance, they said he may go to a different team, but
They're all
I still
solid
don't
red.
think.
I wonder if it kicked in because we're all solid red on all three of these.
Ooh,
And that's good.
yeah.
I don't think Aaron. There's a possibility they said he may go to a different team and not retire, but I think he may. I think he's going to retire because I think he's tried several times and has not succeeded what he wanted.
Well, I can tell you, in the words of Neil Young, in the words of Neil Young, it's better to burn out than fade away.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady, I think he's trying to make it so that he doesn't burn out, but he's not fading away yet.
I think his goal at this point is to do that.
You know what else his goal is? His name is probably the most spoken name in the NFL, and he can get endorsements from anyone.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen him in the Subway endorsement.
I was going to say he was in the one Subway ad
Yes.
where they go, we don't even have time for, and then they go, oh, there he is, Tom Brady. But I'm Tom Brady. And it's
Yeah.
like, so it's like, yeah. So he has the.
He's enjoying that. You know he's enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
And when he quits, he's going to be nobody.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and-
He's
and-
going to have so many people wanting him to do their endorsements and all
Right,
that
so
stuff.
it's
Oh,
worth
yeah.
it. Even if he goes through and tanks the next couple of years,
yeah.
he'll make so much money on endorsements.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just think it's great because a man like him, I suffered what he suffered from, where they wanted to get rid of me because of my age. I know what that's like,
Yeah.
and in fact, my former boss, is going to be leaving the company.
Wow.
I don't know if he's leaving because he wants to, or leaving because he has to, being forced to, like I was. But he has more ESOP money than I had because he
Wow.
had a higher management job than I had, and I had enough to retire 4 years ago. So I could imagine 4 years later what kind of money he's got. Anyway,
Unbelievable.
I think that I actually like that game because I always root for the underdog. Because I
Well,
was
I
I
do
was an
too, and
underdog.
it was one of those things where, I was unfortunately I wanted the Rams to win, not because of Tom Brady,
But because
you know,
I wanted Tom Brady.
well,
I know what it's about.
No, I
Hi, sweetheart.
it was one of those. I mean, I'm a type of person where even if
I bought your
even if
I bought your
Dallas-
dinner, by the
even if
way.
Dallas wasn't
So
there and
you
stuff
should be
like
nice
that,
to me.
I want
Company
somebody
payroll.
new. I want somebody new. Like it's like Kansas City. I like Kansas City, and I think they'll
to
probably go
Kansas
again
City.
back in the Super Bowl.
Kansas City,
But it's like you
yeah.
want somebody else to win it.
No.
Nope.
You know, the reason I liked him with the Patriots is I had New England for 12 years was my
Yeah.
territory, my sales territory, and the way you got in with the New England people was not talking sales. It was talking the Patriots. So I learned to like the Patriots because that was a big part of my income.
Yeah.
Even though I had nothing to do with football,
Yeah.
it just and then when I had the Mid Atlantic, or no, I didn't. I had the Midwest. I just stuck with the
Uh-oh.
Patriots because
I give her my
Oh,
bottle.
we just lost. I think we just lost Facebook.
we're still on full stream here.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know why, but
I know that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I'm showing all streams at full
Yay.
capacity. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm going to check and see what's going on there because as far as I can tell, we're still going on all guns, and it looks like YouTube is still working. Well, I think Facebook might be problem
It's a possibility.
because I'm not.
Oh, I was going to say
the
mine's
stream's still working in.
mine's still running here.
Oh, you are running?
Mine is, yeah.
Well,
Oh.
let me refresh
That's
and
interesting,
see what
'cause-
I
happens.
mean, there's been times where it has stopped and I had to refresh, but
But
Well,
YouTube's
there
been
there
running
it
straight
goes.
for
I mean,
a while. I don't know what's going. Oh, it looks like this whole computer's down here. Okay, it's not. Doesn't see Facebook now. It sees
I
Facebook.
don't.
Now it sees us. Okay, we're back.
you really had to give her that.
Doing some work in the background, tearing
Yep.
walls down.
clean it up.
Really,
yeah, it appears
you
to be-
really had to give her that.
All right, let's see. Looks like everything's working now. Let me see. I'm just going to make sure that this is still a. I don't know. Is that playing back or is that?
Yeah,
Oh, there's
you go.
my hand. Okay.
It's a delay, but it's there.
Okay, but yeah, it seems like Florida's still gone, still streaming, and seems like everything's still streaming. That's really interesting. I don't know what to think about that. I want to see something because there's. I'm going to take a look at Xfinity just for fun.
One of these days. One of these days.
Pow to the moon.
Pow, right to the moon.
Let's see what we got here. We're at 173, 140. See, we're not doing very well on that megabits per second. She's a good girl
She is.
overall. I hate when she does things. She's been better about not getting in trouble, though. I haven't really yelled at her a whole lot. And actually, when she got out of the car a couple times, I took her to Giant and I went and got groceries. And when I came back, I flipped the back door open and she came out. And she didn't run away. I just said, hey. I kept talking to her and she stayed with me and jumped back in the car again.
Oh, that's
She's been
good.
really good about that kind of stuff. And
Good.
although the other day she almost knocked me on my butt again because I took her down to the garage because the back garage door was open and I didn't know why. It was from that heavy windstorm.
Oh,
And I went back there with her, and when I turned around and went to walk, she saw something and she pulled me and almost knocked me over again.
oops.
That girl is strong. That
Yes.
dog is strong.
That's why when I come
Stronger
in,
than-
I always try to make sure I brace myself for
She
something.
may be stronger than Buddy was
Yeah.
because she's got a lot of lower built to the
Yep.
ground. And I'm telling you that I put the chain around her neck now because I can't trust her because if I don't choke her, I hate to
Right.
choke. I didn't want to do that, but if I don't choke her, she's going to take advantage of that. And
Yeah,
knock
I
me
just
on my
make
feet.
sure that, when I come in, that I'm ready for her because I know when she jumps.
Right.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't mind her jumping
But
up.
she
on
is
me.
heavier than
She
Buddy,
is.
I think.
She is.
And
But she's still my sweetheart.
she's funny. She cracks me up with the. But I took her to when I got my blood done yesterday. I took her to the hospital, and I thought, okay, I'll be in and out of here real quick. Because last time I went in and I was out in like 10 minutes. They said 2 hours. I said,
Oh.
that's a long time. I had to get it done because I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So, anyway.
And she probably just sat out there and looked around.
She was crying when I was walking into the hospital, and I hate to hear because she doesn't bark, but she'll cry.
Aw.
She started crying. She just started doing that too. I hate when she cries because then I feel bad.
Yeah, you don't like it when any female cries.
Yeah, that's my soft spot. Okay, let's
Yep.
go on to new stuff here. I got a sad thing about this super rookie cop struggling after. So these two cops were ambushed by this gunman in Harlem, and the one died.
Oh.
Now I understand that the guy that did the shooting also died, which
my
makes me feel
goodness.
good. Hey, he did the shooting. He deserves to die. You're a career criminal. That's what you get. So, I'm really sad because he was a rookie. Well, the rookie is still alive, but his partner ended up dying. And then like I said, the cop or the gunman got shot too. So, it's sad, but that kind of thing does happen. Also, I got some good stuff, so I'm going to run through some of these
Okay.
quickly because I want to make sure we get to the good stuff. Not that this isn't good, but this is interesting. So a teenage rapper shot an NYPD cop using he used his record deal money to get out of jail. So, now this is the thing I don't understand. Okay, now I've been in music a long, long time.
Right.
And I don't know if I'm still in music or not. I haven't done music since Ken basically died. But, I look at this and I think, well, I never got a record deal where I got money from the record deal up front. So this guy's got to pay back that money back from the record deal, because that isn't when they give you a record deal, they say, okay, here we're going to give you $250,000 up front.
Right.
You got to make that company the $250,000 back before you make any more money, and you got to pay the studio expenses and all that other stuff. So, hello, girl. You want something? Do you want something? Do you?
Tired
I
of
can
playing
tell
with
you.
the
I could tell.
bottle.
I could tell. Like, there you go. But this guy, he got $250,000 from his record label, and he's only like 16 or something. Cameron Williams, 16, recently inked a deal with Inner Records, and his advance, worth several $100,000, was used to secure a $200,000 bond from a celebrity bondsman. So now the record label will really get screwed if this guy goes to jail, because all the money they fronted him, they're not going to see. Here, there you go. But I just think it's sad that a kid like that was given that much money that young, and B, is already in trouble for shooting a cop. That's just ridiculous. So I just told her I'm going to run through some of these quick because I want to get to some good stuff. But I did want to talk about this kind of stuff. I'm going to be staying in New York at the end of the month for a couple days.
That's next week.
Yeah. I got to get my reservations in. Is that next week? No, it's not.
Yeah,
no,
it is.
not my. I don't. That's not my photo shoot. My photo shoot's at the end of February.
Oh, okay.
This week I have another all weekend Zoom thing,
Okay.
and that's going to prepare us for. Hello.
Hi.
What you doing, girl? You still
Does that
acting like
mean
you're
in
hungry?
the end of February, that Tuesday, we're not having a show?
I will plan on having a show Tuesday, but I'm probably gonna. I don't know how much. Well, I'll be coming back Sunday, so I'll be home for Monday, Tuesday, I think. Pretty sure that's right. So
Well,
I write the majority.
I'm sure
of,
we can fill up the, with
Well,
between
run-
Trish and I and our big mouths, we can always fill
well,
up the show with something.
the thing is, just grab some articles and keep them list, and then when I get back,
Right.
send them over to me, and I'll organize them.
Mhm.
But as far as I think we'll be okay. And if anything else, I could do a shorter show, or we could do a game show for
Right.
part of it.
Well,
There's lots of things
so
we could
there's
do.
always something.
But I kind of.
I think somebody's used to getting treats now. Yeah.
There are going to be some weeks that I may not be here because of things that I mean, this place is keeping me real busy. I'm on conference calls, like this week, for instance. I was on. Okay, starting from Saturday, I was on an all-day Saturday, all-day Sunday, Monday night.
Wow.
Was the improv thing. Today, of course, I'm here. Tomorrow night from 7 to probably 9. Thursday, I'm off. Friday, I'm doing something. Saturday, I'm doing something. Sunday, I'm doing something. So they're keeping me busy. And I'm learning a lot, and that's what I need to do. I'm going to be going to Savannah, Georgia in July for a photo shoot and possibly some other things, depending on my money situation.
You all right back there?
Yeah.
She's just being a little rowdy.
Oh.
Hey there. What you doing? What do you got to say about yourself?
Hi, sweet girl.
So, but anyway, that to my knowledge, none of that's going to interfere with the show.
Yeah.
And if it does, I'll
let us know.
I'll let you guys do the show by yourself.
Well, I don't know how to run the equipment.
I'll get a tech to run it for you. I'll get her to run it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get my girl to run it. How you doing, girl? Yeah, girl. Anyway, but like I like the idea that everything's running right now. I don't know how to take this because it wasn't earlier. So, all I took off was Twitter, and it still wasn't running
Maybe
right.
Twitter's been the problem all along.
No. Let's see if I can run Twitter again I'm going to push my luck. I've been known to do that.
If not, no big deal.
What's that?
I was
No.
just looking at ticket prices for the Globetrotters.
Well, what was it? Was it bad?
Um,
Thought you said it was like $25.
yeah, well, all those are sold out.
Oh, you dummy! You should have grabbed them.
I know. And
I guess we're not sitting on the floor.
there's like
You
131,
push the broom.
140.
That's what I'm saying. We're not going to be.
140. Holy!
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I don't know.
Well, at 140 they can, see,
Well, if I can get 2 tickets, I'll give them both to you. I don't care if I go. Okay, so when I added Twitter, it definitely started some problems. So we'll stop Twitter once again and see what's going on.
So it's not the.
Well, I think that the bandwidth is marginal for where it's at. I still need to get Comcast to give me better than this because this is not good enough for me. Because we can't. As long as we got one stream, but I got to have more streams because there's no reason I shouldn't be able to do what I was doing last year. And last year we were doing well till they cut me down.
Yeah.
So I got to get back up to where I was. I spent the money on the new modem, and it's not going to do me any good if I. What do I spend $250 for if it's not going to give me any better than the other modem? So this is not acceptable as far as I'm concerned. And I'll complain.
I got to find out if Trevor has that other ticket.
Well, there's some that are $62.
That's still a lot of money
It's still a lot of money
for
though.
fake basketball.
Yeah. Still a lot of money on it.
It's not even real basketball. It's fake. Okay. Anyway, so the next thing. Okay, this is weird. Okay, so we got a video here of a man opening fire in Oklahoma Street for apparent road rage. We know how people are with road rage.
Mm-hmm.
Road rage and guns do not mix. And that, the thing is, you're on video. You're on video everywhere you go. You should always remember that. Because you're going to end up in jail because of your little indiscretion. I don't know. I just think that's nuts when you start thinking about that. But yeah, this guy just exploded and got angry at this road rage thing. Here we go with the video. Oh, it's on YouTube too. Oh boy, I'm going to get 2 strikes this week. All right, here we go. Caught on camera. Guy's sitting out in the middle, standing out in the middle of the road, and he's just, wow. If someone started shooting at me,
Of course, it's like she just said is when the police got to the scene, both parties are going. Of course, they're not going to stick around.
if that happened to me and someone started shooting at me, I put it in reverse, run them right over. If someone's going to shoot at me, I'm going to take the best thing I could do to go get my.
Not me. I think I get the hell out of there.
I'd get out after I ran him over. If the guy's shooting at you, I mean, geez. It's a $150,000 car. I don't want people shooting at my $150,000 car.
Yeah, but if you go towards him, wouldn't he hit like the back window or something?
Well, yeah.
But it's not
But he'd be
bulletproof.
dead. He'd be dead.
Oh,
If someone wants to shoot my car, they're gonna pay the price.
of course.
Then I'm gonna go to jail for however long.
Self-defense.
Yeah, I just accidentally hit it in reverse.
Yep, you didn't realize it was in R.
That's what it is. Yeah.
You thought you were raising the rear end.
That's it. Jeez. But anyway, that's.
You like raising the rear end.
What are you talking about?
Think about it.
By the way, are you watching BattleBots?
No.
One of their episodes was "I like big bots and I cannot lie."
I gotta record that and start watching it again.
I'll tell you, the first round Tombstone went out.
Aww.
The first round, my favorite one went out. Well, that's just the preliminary, so he's not out. But they've had some pretty good ones. They've had some really, really good ones. You want to watch it. It's
Well, we've been watching some older American Ninja Warrior, and to see like Captain NBC on there now, and it's like
when we first started watching it, he was like the top guy, one of the top guys,
Yep.
and now he's not in the top. Hey, why aren't we not moving up there? We stopped just recently. Darn it! This is frustrating.
And
What
hey,
is
sweet girl.
so? I don't know. Let's see here. Try this again.
sit,
Here we
Hey,
go.
sweet girl.
sit,
This is just so
sit.
frustrating.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's a good girl.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes,
Now we're
she
okay.
is.
Okay,
I love those
think-
ears.
Or am I frozen? I'm the only one
It's beautiful.
frozen.
No, I'm frozen too.
No, you're not. You're moving.
No, here.
Are you beautiful?
I'm talking about. Anyway. Oh yeah,
Hi,
I gotta
beautiful.
get. Hey.
Hi, beautiful.
Well, of course they were.
Beautiful dreamer.
Okay, so we got that one. Okay, then the next story.
Beautiful dream.
Hi.
Did you ever? I was thinking of your family about this whole thing. But
Oh boy.
nasty feud over moms will land 2 retired sisters in jail, and one may lose her home. I don't know why, but I just happened to think of you and your. Well, it wasn't your sister. Well, it was your sister as well as your daughter, sister. I could see.
Well, I did get a phone call last night. They were giving me first option on the scooters.
Yeah, at how much?
$1,800 for the two of them.
But for both of them.
Yep.
Oh, that's probably okay.
But they wanted to make sure that I had first option
That's a lot
on
of
it.
money, though. For how much are they new?
A little bit more than that.
A little bit more.
But the thing is, since my car decided it doesn't like cold weather, that has to come first.
Okay. I've seen those scooters in auctions.
Yeah, I saw an ad on Facebook. Walmart has them for $90.
Yeah. I mean, you probably have to do some repairs on things that are that cheap, but still.
Well, it also I think they also depend on weight limits too.
Oh.
That I have to. I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm sure there's places out there
Oh yeah.
that you can pay payments on them.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
this situation is it's a 14-year-old legal fight among 5 siblings over a Queens woman's estate has gotten so nasty it landed 2 elderly sisters in jail, and now one of them may lose her home. Sisters Jean
What is she into?
Mamakos and Irene Savadian, both retired nurses in their 70s, thought they could love their golden years in peace and comfort, but instead they've been locked in a bitter battle with their 3 other siblings over their mom's $2.7 million
Wow.
estate. For me, it was an easy one.
Yep.
She didn't have anything to take, and I ended up spending money. So, but I got some.
The thing I don't know. The one thing, okay, and don't take this wrong when I say.
I got to take it wrong because he's saying
That's
don't
right,
take it
because
wrong.
I just said that exactly. My mother kept on saying, when I die, I may not have money for you, or whatever. It's like, well, what she's going to do is she's going to give the grandkids money. And because I don't have any grandkids, she's going to give me money. And I said to my mother, I said, you really think money is more important than losing you and not being able to talk to
Yes.
you ever again?
Yes.
It's not to me. I'm sorry. I
Well,
knew
give
you
it to
were
me
gonna say
then.
that. It's not to me.
Well, since it doesn't mean anything to him. Yeah, I know someone that could use a scooter. Give it to her.
I mean,
So does he.
So does he? What?
He
need a
knows
scooter?
somebody that could use one.
Yeah, but you're the person that's closest.
That's true.
So it shouldn't be there should be
But
no debate.
Hey, I'm actually trying to do better.
Okay.
Doesn't always work, but I'm trying.
Okay. Well, in any case, these sisters, it says Frances Perinaud, who died in 2006. 2006. This has been going on for 14 years. 2006. That doesn't add up either. But named Mamakos and Savadian as executors of her estate, and all of her 5 children as beneficiaries. Says Perinaud was a homemaker, and her husband, Charles, who died in 1988, manufactured specialized miniature light bulbs. Each side accuses the other of wanting more. Since the siblings began their legal challenges in 2008, their objections have included the payment of legal fees to settle the estate. Well, that shouldn't even be a question, because if there's going to be legal fees involved in that, and it should come out of the estate. But anyway, the cost to pursue mineral rights owned by their mother, and the allegations that the executors were too slow in selling their mom's forest estate homes. Sounds like these people were spoiled.
Yep.
It sounds like they
Thank you.
don't deserve anything. Geez, they
Like my
sold.
ex-sister-in-law, you give her a nickel, she wants a dime.
They sold the Tudor home, which the family moved into
sorry, did
in
I say that out
1957. In
No.
2014 for $1.8
listening
million.
anyway.
$1.8 million for a home, and that's about half. No, it's about just less than $1 million for the whole estate. So. The oldest sibling, who was a lawyer, told the Post that her sisters were mismanaging the estate and taking money out of it that they were not entitled to. She was joined in her opposition to them from their sister, Yvette, and their brother, Charles, who died in 2020. Well, he can be eliminated from that money since he's dead. Things got really ugly in 2016 during a lunch
Why
break.
not? He's entitled to that money, even
He
though
can't
he's
spend
dead.
it. Well, send it in. Put it in his
Put
casket.
it in his coffin.
Well, if he was cremated, just cremate the money too.
There you go. I was going to say.
Don't let
there you
anybody
go,
get
yeah,
it.
Okay.
It says it got ugly April 2016 during a lunch break in a proceeding in surrogate's home court in Queens. It says all these people jumped on us. They put us in handcuffs.
Wow.
I would have said, just take the money. I don't need it that bad. Because, if you're going to fight over it and send people to jail and all that stuff, that's ridiculous. See, these are people that don't deserve the money. The people that are that irate about what's going on don't understand the political or the things that are involved. Fortunately, I didn't have to do anything to resolve my mother's stuff. She didn't have anything that of any consequence. She didn't have any really expensive jewelry. She had no property. She had nothing. So it was easy to settle her estate. But if you have a situation like this, and these people are fighting over it, and everyone expects their money, their share of the money, I would say if they sold that one property for 1.8 or whatever it was, I'd say, okay, here you go. This is what you're getting. I'd give them as much of what they were totally going to get as they could possibly get, and just say, go away. Here's your money. Go away. But anyway, once in the courtroom, they demanded that that the judge, Peter Kelly, who was overseeing the estate, appear to explain why they were being treated like criminals. The sisters were told that they were in contempt of court. At issue was a $100,000 distribution made to each beneficiary, a check the three disgruntled siblings refused to cash. So here we have the three refused to cash. They got $100,000 to start. Why didn't they cash it? The Post said it was a clumsy bribe.
Wow.
The judge had to directed the sisters to return the checks, but Savidian refused because Kelly said the sisters' actions were entwined. Both were hauled off to Rikers Island. Rikers Island, where they were strip searched and spent 21 days behind bars. These are girls in their 70s. Oh man, I would have said, this is not worth my time.
No.
I would have said, you guys could just fight between yourselves. I wouldn't want to deal with that. Mamikos, 75, was an OR nurse at the hospital for joint diseases. She said she lost 10 pounds at Rikers, subsisting largely on oranges and water. It was the second jail stint for the senior, who was locked up for 3 days in Washington State in 2013 over a seat dispute on a United Airlines flight. It was the most disturbing thing we'd ever had happen to me. And Savidian, 79, who was operating room nurse at Lenox Hill Hospital, they retained a lawyer for $50,000 to get him released from the lockup. When they got out, they said Kelly replaced them as executors, naming her sister Ravina. In 2018, a final judgment on the estate was entered against Mamikos and Savidian for $1.8 million if it included the return of money they used for legal and other expenses to settle the estate. Kelly ruled against the motion to...
Bless you.
That went right through to all of us, We got to listen to you snot.
I covered it.
You didn't cover it. We heard it loud.
Well,
it was
very
loud. It was
sorry.
like...
I mean,
you want to know what it... Here's what it sounded like. It sounded like this. It said...
Well, it's better than, blowing my snot
I
to you.
excuse us for... the invisible person's nasal issues. You would think that the ghost with a nasal problem. Maybe I ought to give you one like hers where you can move. Yeah, but then you won't be up against it either. I'll have to tell you to remember that it's a penis. Anyway.
All right, next time I'll do this.
Yeah, that would work. That would have been fine. Anyway, here we go. Was entered against Savidian and Mamikos for $1.8 million. It included return of money. Meanwhile, Mamikos, a widow who lives in Long Island, is selling a condo she owns in Manhattan to help pay for the judgment. Jeez. I wonder how much money these people actually had. I wonder if they're like rich bitches that don't know what it's like to work for money, or greedy people that just, I think they're greedy, definitely. But anyway, Ravina started proceedings in South Carolina to take Savidian's $400,000 house. The former Manhattan resident moved down south 7 years ago after raising two sons as a single mom. We didn't steal any money from our mother. We tried to get a good settlement to our siblings. It backfired against us. Klingman, 80, said her sisters, "What? How old was this mother? If this girl's like 80."
Teen
What?
mother.
I guess. Said her sisters were dragging off the case to Bull/T appeals. I'm assuming that slash T is what you would think it would be, and did not feel badly about the foreclosure action. Anyway, this really sounds like a really. I thought my family was dysfunctional. This family is really dysfunctional and greedy. So I feel bad for those two that were the executors of the estate, because they were in a no-win situation, and I feel bad for them. So, yeah, it's really a shame. But it's a shame people have to be so greedy over things that they don't really deserve. And, yeah, I don't know. Just a shame. Okay, so now
This is why you should settle your affairs before you die.
Well, I don't have anybody to worry about.
That's true.
I don't have anybody to worry about either.
That's right. Whoever takes my money has to take care of my dog, and my dog is the executor of estate.
Yep.
So
I
the
don't
money's
have
hers.
anybody to worry about either.
Yeah, he doesn't worry about me. He never does.
Well, that's a shame. You charge him rent?
He buys the food.
You better eat a lot. What is it all? A Subway?
No, not all of it.
That would be cool too if you had a one-way ticket. Hey, does Subway still make? They had pizzas at one point.
They do, at
They still do
certain
that?
locations.
Okay.
I think they
His
may,
store doesn't.
but I don't mind. They don't.
And what was the other thing I used to?
Yeah,
I was thinking about that. I had.
It's a possibility.
Did
they're
they?
gonna
They still
bring
have
them back.
brisket? They have brisket anymore?
No.
Okay. So I'm trying to think what
They're
it
gonna-
was.
They're coming out with a new sandwich, which I'm delaying actually watching the video. They're going to have another Italian sandwich with pastrami.
Oh, I might
think
be
it-
interested in
yes.
that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I
going
have to
for
watch the video. To,
You know, I gotta
have
say-
to watch the video to make sure, or how to make the sandwich, because it's coming out in 2 weeks.
Now I got.
Actually, next week it's coming out.
I'm gonna tell you a secret, you people. Every week before the show, Mike sends me or Trish sends me a "What do you want for dinner?" thing, and most of the times I've said no, but recently I've said yes. And actually today I was looking forward to it. And I was like, I'm really looking forward to the Subway today. And then they show up, and I didn't get a phone call. I thought, wow, I wonder where they are. I wonder why I didn't hear it. They showed up empty-handed, and I was like, I didn't eat today. I was really expecting something today. The one time I was looking forward to it,
Hey,
they let me down.
messaging works both ways.
Yeah, but I'm kind of weird about asking anybody to do anything
How
for
do you-
me.
Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that?
Yeah.
What you doing?
My sweet girl.
You looking for trouble?
Just walking around.
You looking for trouble, girl? Yeah, you
He's
are.
right there. Trouble's right there.
Anyway, but yeah, it was kind of funny because I thought, wow, he showed up without anything and didn't even ask me. And then I remembered, I forgot about your car, and it's just like the one time. And then, but it worked out good.
Yeah, because he even texted me. He says, "Are you going to ask me about dinner?" And I'm like, "No."
Oh, so it's your fault. Oh, well then he's cleared of all charges.
I told him coming up. I
usually do ask her to ask you if there's, what do you want?
Well, a lot of
because
times
I, said to
I don't
him, I
even-
said, I don't know if Christine was still here or not.
Well,
I
that's
wasn't
the
sure
thing,
what
we
was
didn't
going
wanna-
on.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to tell you to get her something, and I'll pay you for her sub and stuff, and because I don't expect anything for free.
I have not had Subway this week.
Well, now,
Yes,
now
yeah.
you still haven't had Subway this week.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you had hot dogs,
Yes,
so
something I've missed in a while.
I
I
was
ha-
almost. I'll tell you what. The way it was going today, I was half tempted to tell my boss, "Listen, I'm making a turkey and ham the way she likes it, and I'm delivering it to her."
there you go.
And it was slow for
Yeah, because
a
that ham
good
and
while,
cheese I had
and then
today just didn't touch it.
It picked up a little bit. I think we only made, and this is very slow. If we made $300 during the day, we were lucky today.
Wow,
Yeah, and that's very slow.
that sounds like it would
you
be.
know, yeah.
Okay, so all right, Joe Biden.
Ugh.
We know who Joe Biden is. What do you think the percentage rate would vote against him this if the voting happened today?
88%.
Okay.
Okay, and it's between 1% and 100%, right?
Yes. would vote against him. He says 88% would vote against him.
I'm going to say 75.
Okay, you win by proxy because it's 60%. So, but that's really high. That's really
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Still, yeah, it's still
88,
high.
I would say that would have. He would be the worst president ever.
Why are you moving?
Up against? Why is
I
he
don't know.
moving?
It was just like going like this.
I don't know what you're
what's
looking at,
going
but
on.
okay.
The light.
Oh,
Hi, sweet girl. Oh, you're back. Hi. How you doing there, Missy? She's shaking my hand, but she's looking
I
at
want
you.
some treaties.
so okay, so 60% is pretty bad. It says if the election was held, 6 in 10 Americans would vote for someone else, and it doesn't matter who the someone else is. And I can tell you that well, the biggest problem is that it comes down to inflation.
Yeah.
We're at the highest inflation.
Yep.
Probably, well, at last check, I think it was since like 1968 or something like that.
What surprises me the most is you see all these homeless people, okay? Yet everywhere you look, okay, are jobs available, and they're decent. I mean, they're decent. I mean, the average of $9 to $11 an hour to start. Well, then you got the harder ones that are harder, like McDonald's will hire you $12 an hour and stuff like
and
that.
That for a hamburger place is
Right,
a lot
that
of
is
money.
pretty good. That is pretty good. The thing of it is, how many can last? I went into my old McDonald's that I used to work at, and it's like an indication of minor versus an adult. They have the minors, and that includes anyone obviously under 18, and you're allowed to hire someone at 15.
Jeez.
Okay, 15 years old, you're allowed, I think, to hire more. And there was more red hats than there was black hats.
What's that mean?
Red hats are minors.
Red hats are minors. The others are, black hats are, the adults.
Racist.
And it's
That's McDonald's.
The thing is that it doesn't matter because that's.
But a lot of people now,
at the rate of inflation that we've got, that $12 an hour is probably like $4.
Exactly.
Or less. And plus all the money that Biden's given away, people have become lazy and expecting things for free, which is really horrible. But that's the way it is right now, is that nobody thought that everyone should get it for free. And people don't seem to understand that's why inflation is so high, because nobody wants to work for anything. And it's only getting worse. It's
well, a lot of people don't want, they're going to use the COVID excuse and say, I can't go to work because I'm afraid of catching it. And I don't want to wear a mask all day.
Absolutely, yes.
That kind of thing.
That's what I feel, too.
And they may be able to make more money staying at home, which isn't right, where that needs to be cut, too.
Right.
Exactly. And the thing, and the other point, too, is that the people who need it can't get it.
Right.
And the people who don't need it, we'll give it to you, and it's like, and then when it comes to turn around to when you do have it, they'll renew it, and it's one of those, the people, who really need it, no, we're cutting you off now. And then the people who don't need it, we'll give it to you no matter what.
There's the problem. It was so mismanaged, and everybody was. And I was saying this all along, the whole time that this has been going on. I said, giving this money away is not the answer. And once again,
and they were still given for the children, but it's like, wait a minute, what about the senior citizens?
Yeah.
Right.
What about the senior?
Yeah, I mean,
have a fixed
I can tell you, my retirement was actually went up quite a bit, but not as much as inflation went up.
Exactly.
So I'm making less, and the good thing is that my investments went up a lot. But they're probably going to come down a lot too, because this is all bouncing around.
People that at one time, maybe $15 an hour was a good.
Well, it was at one time. Even when I was working, when
yeah.
I was working at D&H, I was getting $10.50 an hour.
Right. I'm getting 15 an hour now, and I feel like I'm just barely holding
Yeah.
things together, if that.
What are you doing, girl?
I gave her 4 of those rounds.
Okay. I just wondered because she was sticking